ladies and gentlemen. It is my great honor to chair this diplomatic conference for the adoption of the Convention establishing an International Claims Commission for Ukraine, hosted by the Council of Europe and the Government of the Netherlands. The Convention represents the culmination of determined multilateral effort, extensive legal work, and the unwavering commitment of the international community to uphold the principles of international law. I wish to commend the Council of Europe for its pioneering work to ensure accountability for Ukraine and its people. We have a full program today. I would therefore kindly request that all speakers adhere strictly to their allotted speaking time and maintain a measured pace to ensure accurate interpretation. To open our high-level segment, I have the great pleasure of giving the floor to the Secretary General of the Council of Europe, Mr. Alain Berset.
President Zelensky, Prime Minister Zoff, President Sandu, ministers, delegates, it's for me a great pleasure and a great honor to open this conference with you this morning. And it is a great pleasure also to do this and great honor to do this with the Netherlands. And thank you very much for the strong support. On a February morning, almost 4 years ago, Russia chose war, a war of aggression. Ukraine did not choose this war, but every day since, Ukraine chooses to defend itself and its rights to a European future. And our responsibility is to defend that right with weapons where needed, with justice and values where it counts. The Council of Europe Convention that opens for signature today is justice. It is justice for the children taken and deported, for lives marked by injury and trauma, and for those who will never return. Mr. President, in Strasbourg, at the headquarters of the Council of Europe last June, you said, justice takes time, but it must happen. The Council of Europe wasted no time. We created the Register of Damage for Ukraine in 2023. 44 states and the European Union have joined. Over 85,000 claims have been submitted and counting. From recording losses to deciding claims, we have chosen the fastest and the most realistic path, a path leading to a claims commission developed within the Council of Europe framework. And this is a unique international independent tool which should be central when addressing the issue of reparations during peace talks. Today here in The Hague, 35 countries will sign the convention establishing the Claims Commission. This is unprecedented for a convention on its first day. And I hope that others will follow. This convention is open to every state, all around the world, all on equal footing. And together they all send a clear message. Every loss must be recorded, every loss repaired. Accountability is the work, as we know, of the European Court of Human Rights, an institution of the Council of Europe. In July, last July, the court held Russia accountable for widespread abuses in Ukraine since 2014, a judgment that will shape international justice for years to come. We also see accountability in the ongoing work to establish the special tribunal for the crime of aggression against Ukraine. Accountability cannot be a footnote to peace talks. Accountability is a central aspect of any peace plan, but not the only one. Elections, children, minority languages, a functional post-war judicial system, a robust anti-corruption framework in support of investment and reconstruction. These are all areas covered by the Council of Europe's Action Plan for Ukraine. These are areas where Ukraine can give solid guarantees to its partners, including on its path to EU accession. The Council of Europe has no drones, no missiles, but it has the force of the law, international law that applies to all, no exceptions, no double standards. And our task is clear: to record the truth, to provide redress, and to hold those responsible to account. Justice takes time, but it must happen, and the International Claims Commission for Ukraine leads the way. On behalf of the Council of Europe, and in the name of all the people working on this convention, I thank you all for the strong presence today, underlining the very importance of this moment. Thank you.
I thank you, Mr. Secretary General. It is now my honor to invite the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, His Excellency Mr. Dick Schoof, to take the floor.
President Zelensky, Volodymyr, Secretary General Burset, President Sandu, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Netherlands, welcome to The Hague. Over the past few days, Ukraine has been at the center of international talks. Yesterday, we had a constructive meeting in Berlin. There, with Europe and the US working in partnership, important steps were taken on the road to a lasting peace. We discussed a range of issues, including security guarantees. Everyone feels the urgency, and a ceasefire now finally seems like a realistic possibility. That's good news, because the people of Ukraine continue fighting day and night for their independence after almost 4 years of war. A just and lasting peace requires that Russia compensates Ukraine for the damage it has inflicted. And so, today we are here to talk about reparations. Your attendance, Volodymyr, underscores the great importance of this moment and of this conference. We are honored that you're here with us today. Today is all about justice, because without it, there can be no just and lasting peace. But justice doesn't just follow automatically. We need to lay the groundwork and prepare as carefully as possible. Today, we are taking the next step. We have launched the International Claims Commission for Ukraine, which will deal with compensation for damage inflicted during the war. Every day in Ukraine, Russia is deliberately bombarding homes, destroying businesses, and damaging infrastructure. And there must be no impunity. Volodymyr, at an earlier stage, you invited the Netherlands to take the lead on restoring justice. We accepted that invitation enthusiastically, as you might expect from a country where promoting the international legal order is enshrined in the Constitution. A country that is home to The Hague, known as the International City of Peace and Justice, and, since the founding of the Peace Palace, host to a great many international courts and tribunals. Today, we are proud to build on that legacy. On the first day of this diplomatic conference, a resolution was adopted requesting the Netherlands to host the Claims Commission in the framework of the Council of Europe. It goes without saying that we will gladly agree to do so. The Dutch government sees this as a logical next step in a long